back here at Lonato. We get ready to race the 60 mini-final. It is always a spectacular affair. 87 drivers arriving here at the famous circuit in the north of Italy. Down to, 72 this morning for the two pre-finals. We're down to the final 36. And it's the driver from the King's England, Roman Karmap, who will start from pole position in just a moment. He has not had it easy, let me assure you. It has been a tough fight as ever in the 60 mini category. Before we race the mini final, let's check out some of the highlights from here at Lonato throughout the week. Four qualifying groups. The first was in the dry and Bogdan Cosmo Christopher took pole position for Team Baby Race, did the Romanian. But from then it rained, and then it rained hard. Jack, the American, Iliff, 525, the Texan, and his countryman Kai Johnson, the Kai man, in 544. Among the contenders from the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, Filippo Sala, Philip Hall, 550 for a team driver, flying the flag for the Venetian team. The most spectacular, the most famous kart racing circuit in the world. This is South Garda Karting Lonato. It is not by accident. We call this the center of the karting universe. Still a few moments before the start. We'll take a look at the grid for you in its entirety in just a moment. But I can tell you, to the right of your screen, obscured, there he is. That's Roman Karmap, the Brit, who will start on pole position for Team Baby Race. Paralin Opportunity Chassis. They're 1 and 2 on the grid. Alongside him to the left of your screen, the proudly American driver, if we conveniently ignore his English heritage, Jack Iliff in 525, the Texan from Austin. To the left of your screen, Filippo Sala looking for a big win before he shortly moves up to the OK Junior category, which is the case for quite a few drivers here this weekend. 87 in the 60 mini category, down to the final 36 to decide the WSK Open Cup for 2022. Martini Estensone here at the circuit is the now venomous hot racing driver who'll be racing with us next weekend at Monza in the penultimate round of the Italian F4 Championship, also presented by WSK Promotion. Martinius won the title in 2018. The Bulgarian Lion, Nicolas Solov, 2019. Maciej Guadic, he won at Adria in 2020. And Nicolas Schaufler, the Austrian, took the title from Jindra Peschel and David Cosmo Christopher just a year ago. The 1 minute board goes up. The drivers on your screen: Roman Karmap, Filippo Sala, Augustus Toniolo, Iskander Zulfikari. They're starting 1, 3, 5, 7 on the grid. Critically, that's the inside. The sun is shining, and yes, we have reached 22 degrees Celsius from here on in until around about next March. It gets colder and darker every single day. This is the grid though. Roman Karmap on pole position, Jack out of 2, Filippo out of 3, and Team the Dutchman from 4. Omenino do Brasil, Augustus Toniolo out of 5, alongside Vladi Verninkov, who won here back in March. Iskander Zulfikari, Billy C out of 8, Filippo Pancotti, and from the other side of the Atlantic, Eiley Christian, the Canadian, out of 10. Ludovico Busso, pole position in the WSK Mini Super Cup a month ago out of 11. Ian Kralik, Shen, Firhan, Cosmo Christopher, Louis Cochet, Andrei Sutul. Look at the Romanians in the field: Bruno Grich, Bruno Blanco, and Lutal van the Netherlands. Francois Curdel, Julia Sorcheper in the goal cart, Arias Bosco, Pietro Baguti, and another Spaniard, Manuel Miguez. The Kai man is alongside BBS, Temo Koopmans, Oscar Boborac, the Slovenian, and Ludovico Mazzola. Nicholas Stanley, the American driver, living in Barcelona these days. That explains the Spanish flag. Joelle Carrera, Cristiano Blandino, Mariano Lopez, Alexander Legenkin, the Ukrainian, is alongside the Scusa micro champion from Panama in Central America, Jean-Mateo Rousseau, for the Kiddix Driver Academy. Down through the chicane on a glorious autumnal day, the Brit for the Brescian team, RK on grid 1, Jack out of 2, both driving Paralins. Stand by, 10 laps, 12 kilometres. This will be spectacular. Baby Race, first place on the grid. Roman Kamyab leads them up to the line, the WSK Open Cup. And we race. Jack Iliff misses the start. There's the American trying to dart back in. He's missed it badly, and the Texan back to P7. Superstar by Filippo Sala, the Italian in second place. He knew exactly what was up. Now he looks over his right shoulder. There's Augustus Toniolo, his teammate. As Roman Kamyab from pole position, gets away smartly, but he's being shadowed, being hounded by not one, but two team drivers. Down the hill for the first time without a problem, Roman Kamyab looking for a victory, making the move and going on through. Iskander Zulfikari, that was the Turk, who's looking good this weekend, multiple heat wins. And right up there now in the early stages of this race, Iskander Zulfikari and T-Baby Race in first, second, and now fourth places because Filippo Pancotti has gone through as well. So it is Roman from Filippo, Iskander and Filippo. Pancotti is just ahead of Vladimir Ivaninkov, the Team Gamoto driver, ahead of Augustus Toniolo. Jack Iliff, the American from Grid 2, back in second, seventh place. Dean Hugendorn, William Collegiate, Bogdan Cosmo Christopher. His older brother David finishing third in last year's WSK Mini Open Cup. The Romanian just outside the top 10 ahead of Busso and Arias Bosco. Look at how Filippo Sala has just closed up on the back of Roman Kamyab into the hairpin. Dives down the inside, the Italian back in the top spot. Here we go on the second lap of the race. This, be assured, will not end until this, the very final corner in what will be now 8 laps time. Filippo Sala, 14 driver. Heads not one, not two, but 3 drivers for the Brescian Baby Race racing team. Team the Dutchman in P5 for the Kiddix Driver Academy. In the Alonso card ahead of Vlad Ivaninkov, Jack Iliff, William Collegiate, Cosmo Christopher and Arias Bosco. Filippo Sala 550, he's pushed into the hairpin by Roman Kamyab, and it's not letting up. He stares over his right shoulder. Back to the Brit, says, come with me, boys. I'm up for the fight. Here goes the Italian, he rides wide. Down the hill, makes a slight error, he knows it, and he puts the team driver kart in the middle of the circuit. Watch on the exit. Here comes Kamyab. Dives down the inside, the Brit back in position 1. Here comes the Turk on the outside. What a move. Team Baby Race, first, second, and third place. But Sala gets him back on the exit. Dean the Dutchman capitalizes. Smart move by the 10-year-old from the Netherlands. He's into position 4. Baby Race on their home circuit, first and second. The WSK Open Cup comes alive here this afternoon. There's Pancotti at the back of that freight train as well. We go back to Jack, the Texan, trying to fight and drag himself into the battle, not only for the podium, but for the win here this afternoon. Roman Kamyab 513. The Brit, Iskander Zulfikari 590. The driver from outside Istanbul in Turkey in second place. There's Dean the Dutchman, gone through in third. And look who's followed him through, Vladimir Ivaninkov. He won the WSK Supermaster Series here. The race for the Gamoto team, that was back at the start of the year. We're coming into the end of the year, and he's just, one position off the podium, just 3 positions off repeating that victory, with Filippo Pancotti breathing down his neck. So they start a lap 4 of 10. The WSK Open Cup mini final here this afternoon, and Zulfikari is glued to the back of Roman. William Collegiate with a 53.069. There's the Australian, he's the fastest driver on the circuit, but he's back in 8th place. Approaching half race distance, Vlad Ivaninkov trying to shake Filippo Pancotti, but he can't do it. What a disaster for Filippo Sala. He desperately wanted this before moving up to OK Junior. He's not even on the podium. He's not even close, he's in 6th place. As Vlad dives down the inside, Dean back to P4. Pancotti on the outside, here comes the recovery from Sala. The Italian back into position 5, still Baby Race in first and second place. Vlad Ivaninkov, this is ominous. The Sicilian Team Gamoto, who have won just about everything there is to win in mini and junior karting over the past decade. They're in third place with their Russian star, Vlad Ivanenkov. That's him in 5:01. We'll check the gap. It was 0.3 of a second to the Baby Race drivers. Now into the second half of the race. Do not discount Dean as well. Finished in P2 in the inaugural running of the WSK Mini Super Cup at Leconca 1 month ago. He's glued to the back of the Russian. Will he put it down the inside? Vlad tries it and goes through. It wasn't the cleanest move in history, but regardless, he's into second place. Around the outside, Sala capitalizes. Zulfikardi now pulls away. The Turk in position 1. Sala from position 6. Remember, he was the early race leader. He's now back up onto the podium. William Kalija, fastest lap a few moments ago. On the back of Jack Eilert. As Jack dives down the inside, William goes by as well. They both pass Pencotti. Iskander Zulfikardi from Turkey in position 1 for the Brescian team. Oh, could we surely see a repeat? Vlad Ivanenkov winning the WSK Supermaster Series race on the podium in that series. He's gone from 5th to 4th to 3rd to 2nd. Dean around the outside of Jack, trying to make the move. He's down in 9th place. The Dutchman make that 8th because he takes him. Can Vlad go 2 from 2 here at Lonato? The gap is down to 0.3 of a second. He's catching him as he pulls away from Filippo Sala. The first 4 are gone. From Turkey, from Russia, from here in Italy, and from the Kings England, Roman Kamyab. 2 from Baby Race, 1 from Team Driver, and the Tinker Moto driver Vlad Ivanenkov in 2nd place. This is the 3rd last lap of the race. Last time around, a 53.332 for Iskander Zulfikardi. Vlad Ivanenkov took a 1/10 of a second out of the Brit. Down through the chicane, into the hairpin for the 3rd last time. That's a good passing opportunity for anybody, but they're all spread just too far back to make a move now. Vlad Ivanenkov as Filippo Sala, 14 driver, watch behind him. Roman Kamyab, position 4. Baby Race. Can they make it both onto the podium? Iskander in 1st. Okay, remember, started on pole position, the British driver. And now he's on the back of Filippo Sala, the penultimate lap of the race. Down into the hairpin. There's Ivanenkov, just straight lines the ripple strip. Look at Sala stare over his right shoulder. No point looking, he needs to defend, he can't. Kamyab goes through. Baby Race, 1st and 3rd place. Ivanenkov, the gap is 0.0. He closes in on the back of the Turk. Iskander Zulfikardi down the inside into the chicane. Vlad Ivanenkov, 14 Gamoto, goes through to take position 1. Here we go, the last lap. Next time around, it's not over yet. Baby Race, 2nd and 3rd place. There's Sala at the moment off the podium. Last lap now for not the Turk, but the Russian for the Sicilian team Gamoto, Vladislav Ivanenkov. He won the WSK Supermaster Series here at the earlier on in the year. Looking for the victory, but he leaves the door open. Zulfikardi gets him back, looks over his left shoulder. Here comes Roman. And again, it is Baby Race in 1st and 2nd place. Sala around the outside. Vlad gets him on the exit. Zulfikardi, has he got enough? 500 meters to decide the title. Down into the chicane for the final time. We started with 87 drivers. We're down to the final 4. Sala is at risk of missing the podium. Baby Race, will they win the race? Vladislav Ivanenkov is too far back. That checkered flag is about to wave. The WSK Open Cup for 2022 goes to Turkey. Iskander Zulfikardi with a spectacular victory here at Lonato. Wow, what a race. Vladislav Ivanenkov, P2, and Roman Kamyab back on the podium. The Brits in 3rd place. Filippo Sala, 14, the Dutchman, 52.951. Went purple on the last lap, but he just misses the podium. Oh, wow, what a race here at the center of the karting universe. Zulfikardi has taken victory here in the north of Italy. This is how he did it. Roman Kamyab from pole position. The Brit led the field down into turn one, shadowed by Filippo Sala, who did not take long going through to take the lead. The Baby Race drivers, Roman and Iskander, fighting, and then going at 1 and 2. Filippo Pancotti, for all of about 5 metres, made it a Baby Race at 1, 2, 3 as well. Dean the Dutchman, it looked as though he'd be in contention to fight for the race win, but it did not happen for the Alonso Kart driver. Sala fell back to 6th place, but fought back brilliantly. Vladislav Ivanenkov with this superb move down into the chicane, and it looked as though the Russian would go 2 victories in a row here at Lonato. Iskander Zulfikari with this move right here down the inside and retook position 1. Ivanenkov looking over his right shoulder, and Arke was up the inside. He defended superbly. Sala tried everything, couldn't do it, misses the podium. Roman P3, Vladislav P2, Iskander Zulfikari from Turkey. He is the 2022 WSK Open Cup champion. Baby Race in 1st and 3rd place. Zulfikari will stand on the top step. Vladislav Ivanenkov for Team Gomoto in P2. Roman Kamyab in 3rd place. Sala Hugandorn, Bogdan Cosmo Christopher, William Kalija, Francois Curdal, Jack Iliff, and Ludovico Busso. Toniolo finishing down in 12th behind Arias Bosco. What could have been for any of these drivers, who all did superbly well here after we started with 87 down to 72 for the pre-final. 36 for the final. The final 4 into the final few corners. Sala 4th, Kamyab 3rd, Vladislav Ivanenkov 2nd, Zulfikari with the victory. Stay with us on WSK.IT and also on Motorsport TV. The podium presentation for 60 Mini, the WSK Open Cup, in just a moment.
Podium for the WSK Open Cup for the 60 Mini category. As ever, it was spectacular. Team Gomoto and 2 from Baby Race. I'll stand on the top step of the podium in just a moment. The WSK Open Cup for 60 Mini in 3rd place from the Kings England 14 Baby Race, Roman Kamyab. A brilliant drive, briefly taking the lead in the final lap. He comes home as vice champion of the WSK Open Cup for 2022 for Team Gomoto, Vladimir Ivanenkov. the biggest victory of his career. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the top step of the podium from Turkey for Team Baby Race, the WSK Open Cup champion 60 Mini for 2022, Iskandar Zulfikari. The third place trophy to Roman Kamyab of Great Britain. Second place for Team Komoto, Vladimir Ivanikov. The winner of the 2022 WSK Open Cup from Turkey for Team Baby Race, Iskandar Zulfikari. The national anthem of Turkey. Congratulations to Roman, Vladimir, and Iskandar Zulfikari. Roman, Vladimir, if you'd like to step onto the top step, together with the new champion for 2022, Iskandar Zulfikari. Congratulations to Roman, Vladimir, and Iskandar Zulfikari, the biggest win of your career. A quick word with you. Mate, we've all got goosebumps. That was electrifying. What a race. How did you do it?
I worked so hard. I trained so well. The Team Baby Race helped me a lot for my first win at WSK. So I'm so happy for I win.
We're happy for you as well, and of course, congratulations to Roman in third place, Vladimir, and Iskandar, the new champion. Congratulations to all three of you. Stay with us on WSK.it, the KZ2 final in just a moment.